www.untitled.com, and today I'm discussing moon signs in combination with sun signs. You can learn a lot about your personality if you know about these two. So if you don't know what the moon sign is, then you're probably only into pop astrology, okay? And that needs to be corrected because there's just so much going on with your natal chart. And the sun, although a very important part of your natal chart, is still just one component of it. There are 9 components, as I said, and there are 12 houses, right? So there are 12 signs and there are 12 houses and there are 9 planets, okay? So now each of these 9 planets, the sun, moon included, they represent a certain archetype, an idea. For instance, the sun represents your exterior self, how you take your internal key and project it out in the world, how you maneuver in the world, your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, all that is the sun. Your father, it's the yang component. It's how you want to be perceived by the world. That's the sun. The moon, on the other hand, is all about emotions. It's your emotional body. It's how you understand the idea and concept of nurturance, how you give it, how you receive it. Your mother, the moon is your mother, your everyday habits, your childhood. So the moon is a very intimate aspect of you. And you can never quite understand you if you don't know your moon sign, because when the lights are off, it is the moon sign that comes out to play, not the sun sign. Now, with the moon in Sagittarius and the sun in Libra, you are essentially yang energy, masculine, because both these signs, fire and air, Sag and Libra, are masculine. And they are prime numbers, odd numbers, okay? Not prime, odd numbers, 7 and 9. So here we've got the 7th house, which is Libra, where you have your sun, and the 9th house, where you have your moon. So let me discuss the moon first, then I'll get to the sun. So moon in Sag. Sag is the 9th house. It's a house that is ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion. The archetype that Jupiter portrays is that of the teacher. In Vedic astrology, he is known as Brihaspati, who was the guru to all the gods. So there is, of course, this energy of the teacher or teaching comes very strongly with Sagittarius moon. And this is, if this is not evident earlier on, as in when they are young, this can be seen very heavily as they grow older and mature. They become teachers, they often write, publish, they become life coaches, So, but they need maturity. This is something they need because they're very childlike, sometimes childish, because they're just so brash and insensitive with their words that they can land up hurting people. They're known to be blunt, there's no two-facedness with them. They tell it like it is. They don't frill it up. They don't just say something to make you feel happy or make you feel comfortable for that moment and off they go. No, they want to tell you the truth. Because see, they pursue the higher truth. That's what Sagittarius is all about, higher philosophy, higher truth. Who are we? What am I? Why are we here? These are the higher truths, and this is what Sagittarius pursues. So there's this idealism with this sign, tremendous idealism, sometimes can be taken to destructive ends, and this is not good for them because there has to be a balance with everything. This is the world of duality. And we have to be practical, we have to be idealistic. Everything must come balanced. So you're adventurous with the moon in Sag, you are excitable, you're exciting, you are passionate, but you don't have staying power oftentimes. You want to move on too quickly from one to the next, and you can be quite impressionable because sorry, after all, Sagittarius is a mutable sign, and you can be quite impressionable. You may have had a childhood where you roamed around the whole world probably, and experienced different cultures, different people, and you are eternally bitten by wanderlust, whether you get to travel or you are not economically well placed enough to do it, but you will find a way to do it. You've probably traveled all your life somehow. It just happens to you. Don't ask me why. It just happens to you. You want to not just travel first class and 5-star, even if you have the money. You are not a luxury seeker, you're an experience seeker, you're the philosopher. You want the truth. You want to know what it feels like to have food with the monk at the monastery. You will sit and eat from a begging bowl with the monk. That's how you are. You will probably even don the garb of a monk just to feel what he feels or she feels. That's how passionate you are about foreign things, foreign cultures, understanding them, learning about them, respecting them. Very liberal, very outgoing, humorous, wacky, crazy, but unstable. You can be unstable. And as I said, blunt. Truth can hurt sometimes, you have to choose kindness over truth sometimes. I don't know if it works for you. It doesn't work for me, but if it works for you. Now, you have a Libra sun, so it could work for you, you know what I mean? Because Libra is the 7th sign ruled by Venus, the goddess of love and money, in her less dense vibration, because Libra is an air sign. So Venus here is intellectual and airy and glamorous and gorgeous and very artistic. Libra is the sign of the artist, the musician. So you give out a more artistic side to yourself. And Libra is a cardinal sign, so a lot of change, a lot of flux, a lot of movement. Even with Sagittarius, all you see is movement. You want movement. In fact, if there is no movement, Moon in Sagittarius, children will act out. They will do something to get your attention because they want movement, they want adventure in their lives. And this is how they want it. They are not going to settle for anything less. Now, Libra can be shallow at times, can be very luxury oriented, can be very passive aggressive, can be very codependent, can be very fixated on living up to appearances, on keeping up a facade, So this is something, especially about relationships. Libra is all about relating and relationships, So they have to find peace and balance. Libra is a sign of balance. So you put out a very balanced side of you, a very fair, equal, because Libra likes fairness, equality, and harmony. So you like to find harmony in your day-to-day interactions with the Libra sun. That's how you want to be perceived, as someone who brings in harmony. But maybe your Moon in Sagittarius does not always allow that, because yes, the Moon in Sagittarius does want harmony, because philosophy does seek harmony somewhere, wholeness. But Moon in Sagittarius is excitable. It wants adventure. It wants to feel every single thing that there is to feel out there, and not deep feelings, but just flit through experiences. Maybe feel was the wrong word I used over there with such intensity, but just flit through experiences, just go, just move from one to the other, one to the other. Librans can be superficial, but in the highest vibrations, they are the greatest diplomats, the negotiators. So here, working with foreigners, Moon and Sagittarius will allow you to do that, and you can be a diplomat with your Libra Sun. So you will work very well if you're posted abroad, if you're dealing with foreign clients, even if you're in a corporation. The Libra, you have the necessity to find art, to create art in your life, which you could. You could be an actor, you could be a model with Libra Sun and Sagittarius Moon. You could also be an athlete, ballerina, those figure skaters. So Sagittarius is so outdoorsy. Libra, very impressionable and very, people pleaser. So you have to find balance. As I say with everything, you have to find balance. So I hope you like that video as much as I like making it for you. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share button and leave a comment for me. I love to hear from you. This is Tina from Tina Heal signing off. See you again, and oh, don't forget to check out my body of work. Bye.